guys, it's Lisa. Now we've got our 4 tags and 4 pockets, and I'm going to set these aside. And now we need to figure out this side of our page. Okay, now this does not need to be decorated because this is going to be glued down. So we have 1, 2, and 3 pieces that we have to figure out what we're going to do with. And I have 2 pieces of paper that I still left that I had pulled out to do this. Now obviously I don't want to use this side again, so we do have this side to use. And then this is just this side. And I did want my tags on this page, and I want this page to be like a frame, you know, just a simple frame, and maybe some pretty something somewhere. I just have to make sure, because there's so much on this page that when you close it, you don't want pretty hooking to pretty, okay? So we always have to keep that in mind when we're doing stuff. All right. So, I'm thinking that I'm going to go ahead I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of this for, you know, the center of my frame. So I'm going to, go right about here. And that way I have that piece all ready. I don't know what this little, there we go. So I have that piece all ready for the center of the frame. I probably won't need that much, but that's okay. Now that leaves me this. And for the inside, whoopsie, see, I can totally do I'm just thinking, guys. Give me a second while you hear the wheels grinding. The wheels are grinding ever so slowly. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this like it's a whole page for this piece. Then this piece, I'm going to have to figure something out because, you know, I got a lot going on. I might be able to do something with a pocket down in the area and cover some space that I can't get covered. So let's go ahead and let's pull this down so we can see where I want to cut. That's going to be right there. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Up. There we go. And okay. So staying away from your score lines, remember guys. Always stay away from your score lines. I know I sound like a broken record, but it is worth repeating. Over and over and over. Okay, and then we're going to cut right here. Okay, so there is my first page. just kind of a regular background. And I think, so we're going to have one here, you know, like all the way down to the bottom. And I'm thinking that I could just continue this all the way to the end, because I did cut it a titch short. So I think I will do that, but I won't have to do that until later. So there'll be one here, and I do want to make sure I use, because I have two of this one and two of this one. I don't want them both to be on the same page. So let me show you what this is going to look like. He'll be the first one. Right there. And that's about as far down as it's going to go. And I would like to have it, but it's not going to work. I have to get it at least, yeah, so it'll have to go right there. So the first one will be sticking up over the other one a smidge, which is fine, so that's what we're going to have there. And then on this side, we'll do opposite. Where's my other? Here it is. We'll do this one here. Well, I didn't really want to do this. Now we'll do this one here and this one here. Oh, do I like that? Well. See, now I did give myself a little bit of a gusset there. So that will go. So I could do the frame here and then do more pockets here. And then how is this going to lay down? Not great. So maybe I'm going to use these pockets someplace else. And maybe I will, whoopsie, still do a frame here, do a pocket here, and then do a pocket here. That shuts much better. These are just so very thick. They are like putting a piece of pretty heavyweight chipboard into a pocket. So it is a little on the hefty side, and it does take up some room. It does take up some room. Now, if I left and just did one pocket, that actually makes it sit so much nicer. And I don't want these to be extra hunky. I wonder if I just did this. But then I'm working against this. Although this is where I have the most room to take up that extra space. I don't know. Maybe if I did a different tag and use these tags later on. That might be better. And then just had thin tags. And I might be able to do these in here as well. And just do some thin tags. I think that's what's going to have to happen. I do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these like this and use smaller tags. I am going to continue the heart border down across here so this isn't too short. And I'm going to make the frame picture here. That will sit in there with that little 1/8 of an inch. And then I will put these, one here and one here, with flat tags. And then I can get them in pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. So these things are going to be quite the handful. So we will use these, hopefully, we will use these someplace else. Someplace else. All right, so I've got this one figured out. And this one was for my center frame, which I'm going to do on this side. Okay. And then this boy, that is busy, isn't it? Of course, if I have my pocket right here, you will not know that there's no not being covered right there. And everything looks good with dots. However, would I prefer this to be this way? Then I don't have to worry about my pocket fitting into my special corners. Okay, and then my pocket can go here. And that's going to get me the ink me, the drink, ink me, the eat me, the drink me. It's always tea time. And I kind of like the polka dots to the outside since we do have polka dots on the sheet behind us. This continues the clubs, which is kind of cute. And yeah. Okay. So let's get that done. Let's get that done. Okay. Oopsie. Some of the rubber that held the book together is still on a few of these pages. It's so hard to get it off. You know, when it's just a little teeny piece left on there. It tears your sponge up. There we go. Now that's pretty much going to be all covered. So, okay, let's go ahead and put this. Let's see, is there anything else before I put this down that I want to do to this? let's see, do I have a little frame? No, that's too little. Take some more tea, the March Hare said to Alice very earnestly. Just cuts enough off that you can't really see it. Huh. And that one doesn't have a hole in it. Alright. Well, I do have... That would actually look cute. Maybe on the frame. Books and tea. I don't know. And I might take the books part off and just put tea. With, be part of a little collage over here. Alright. Okay. Get these things where you can see them. And you can put it where you want to put it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Isn't it lovely? As my mother used to say all the time. Oh. Okay. So, we're going to do this right down to the edge of the page. That looks good. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. Alrighty. Right down to the end and right on the edge of the paper. There we go. Okay. Alright, so there is a pocket, and you know, you do want to make sure you can get things in and out of it nicely. So you always want to kind of stick something down in there. And then the second one, I'd kind of like to find out where the center of my page is. So there, right about here. This is kind of the bottom side of my, I'm, you know, halfway up, put the bottom side of my, okay, let's just flip this up. And glue that right down. Right where we want it. Nice and straight. I think so. Now, once it's opened up like this, we can get our glue for the rest of it. And make sure we close our pocket. And there we go. Let's put this in here. There we go. Perfect. All right, that is very nice. Now, what are we going to use on the outside of our frame? This one is the, no, this one is the inside of the frame, which I think we'll still be able to cut more off of it, but well, tell you one thing we could do. Let me get another sheet. Of my 6-year-old grandson's drawings. This is some YouTube family, or, you know, station, excuse me, that's for kids. And so that's the front of him, and then there's the side of him, you know. So it's really cute how he does it. But, oh well. We saved a lot of them. So we don't have to save them all. I know some of you mothers out there think you have to save them all, and believe me, you don't really want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to, my goodness, I need new glasses. I'm going to cut this. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about doing the corner yet, because that will come out. Did I cut it a little too thin? I might have. Let me get another sheet. I don't know. Like I said, I am sorely in need of new glasses. Let me do it this way so it's closer to me. Sorely in need. Alright. Plus it would help that I wasn't playing with black paper. And black on black is really hard. Okay, now if I keep that away, I suppose I could take off just a smidge. How is it up here? See, up here it's fine. Down here, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. Okay, now let's cut right here. Okay, so looking good. Okay, all right. So now we have this, and here is our frame, which, like I said, we can cut a little bit more off. I like the tops. The sides, I think I'd like to have a little bit more off on the side. Let's see. And I'm making sure that it's square. Okay, let's go about 1/4 of an inch, I think. Put that in my strips because I will use it. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to, oops. I've kind of eyeballed this so that it's centered. And I'm going to oops. There we go. All right. So all I need is pieces that are going to go around this rim, and then my frame will go down on top of it. And I think that right across the top here, I can put like a Wonderland, something like that, that will really look very nice. I could put the T. Who am I? Or who are you? So, we'll be able to do that later. So this is second page. Photo frame. Paper all around edge. And then I'm going to keep this paper clipped so that I don't use it and I don't lose it. So there is that page ready to go. And then we want to do this page. And I really want to make sure I line this up. But I'm going to have to come right about there. And now I am going to have to get my deco out. Boy, that wind is just a-howling out there. Okay, that looks great. That looks great. That looks fantastico. So then I have this, which what other edges do I have? Let's see. do I have? Now, I know I have some of this that has not been used yet, so let me find out if this page clubs, where are the clubs? Huh. I know I used, and I don't have the clubs that I had over there. Well, uh-oh, I hope that didn't break. See, these are much smaller, so I want the larger clubs. All right, guys, let me do some searching. There they are. Oh, this is on the paper for the front. I think. Let's see. I can take a little strip off. Well, there's the exact strip right there. And I think I'm going to cut that off. Because even these are larger. So I think I'm going to cut this strip off so I can have it all the way across. Do I have the brown? Yeah, let's just do that. All right. I need to make sure that I'm not pulling from my covers. Oh no, I know what I'm using on my cover. Never mind. Okay, so now I have this and I can match that up. I will cut it off where it'll match up and go right across there. And then I will have the dots butted up right across there. Now, do I want to split the dots and put a piece of my ribbon in the center of the two? That'll break those dots up a little bit. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that, or let's see, I do have some little heart scallops. That's just a little too much for that page. Let me think about this for a minute, guys, and I shall return. Hey guys, this is Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. This is the final bit on this page number 2. So we just had this piece left, and I wanted to show you, if you remember, I had taken one of the pieces of paper that I had, and I cut myself this is the back of it. I had cut myself a piece that was going to be a nice center for a frame, and then I took it onto a white piece of paper and drew around it. So then I knew how far in I needed my pieces to go. And since this is so big, and this is going to go around the corner, you know, go around and you know, you're really not going to sit and rub it and feel. But if you felt better about it, you could take a piece of cardstock or something and fill in the blank. You know, maybe an ugly piece of paper that you don't think you'll ever use, if it will make you feel better. But I have no problems with this. And I used all my little teeny pieces or my partial pieces. I wanted to show you, on the back, we have all these little things that gives you what the pictures are. Well, I used one of those. Right here is the top and right here was the bottom. And so, you can use these too. In fact, I think I'm going to make something cute out of some of these as well. I took out one of them that had the cut-aparts and just used that. So it really made it look different. So yeah, you can use every bit of this paper you want. Now I have inked everything, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. But I wanted to show you exactly how I, was meaning for that when I drew the square around. I wanted to make sure you guys understood what I was talking about. And I did do my deco corners. So you want to make sure that you're going up high enough, left and right. Sides looking good. Everything's getting covered up. Oh yeah, that's wonderful. And then we're just going to stick it right down. And I did ink my sides so that the white page would not show. And I did remember to ink each little piece that I used, because I kept saying, now I'm going to have one that's going to stick out like a sore thumb because I'm going to forget to ink around it. But I didn't. All right, so let's get this laid down, and then we are going to move on to our third page. Oh boy. Oh yeah. There we go, guys. Okay, just a quick review. We have our front, which I think I will embellish more, but I just go through the build, and then when I go through the final walkthrough, you get to see some of the other things that I do. And then we have these two. Close this up. We have a pocket here. We have two pockets here and a nice frame here. And then this gets glued down on the back of this. So we will have that right there. Super cute. I'm not going to glue this down just yet because I may change my mind. I am going to probably build on to, because this is our tunnel, and this is our method of putting it on the spine. So I may change my mind that I don't want this one on the back of this one. These are all going to be pretty heavy pages, and I'm probably only going to do 3. So, but as you have seen already, we're going to have plenty of room for pictures. All right, guys, we are ready. Come here. To start our next one. And what do I have here? Okay, so this was one of them that I did, but I don't remember why I didn't start with this one. I've got 2 pockets here that are shorter and 1 pocket in the middle that is taller. I don't remember why. Okay, I do have 4 pages. I don't know. I think I'm probably only going to do 3. And I don't know if I'm going to... I'm going to have to think about that one, what I was planning. I do not remember. But anyway, next time we'll start on page 3. Bye for now.